Hello and welcome to another Aether Revolt draft. This is draft number 4 for me, that I've been recording at least. And here we go. Got some strong red with a Chandra's Revolution and a Shock. I don't like locking in a color right away unless I see a huge bomb, which both of those are premium removal, but not necessarily a bomb. Metallic Mimic is fine. It's a bear. So, it's a 2/1 for 2. That gives you the upside of giving maybe 1, maybe 2 counters. But it doesn't lock us into any color. So I think that's which way we're going to go today. And just remember that we do have a Shock and a Chandra's Revolution, so we might be pushing our neighbor into red here. Sweatworks Brawl is a really good card. Implement of Frosty is just flat out the best implement, in my opinion. Then we've got a couple gold cards. Gold cards are tough to take at the beginning for the exact same reason that I don't like being locked into one color, much less 2 colors. Which one do I... Nothing's really pulling me. Green looks pretty strong in this pack. I don't think Aether Herder's second pickable, though. Maybe just a rogue... no. This is really hard for me. I don't feel like passing the Brawler... Or if I do pass the Brawler, they're going to go under red. We haven't played white-blue. Let's try Spire Patrol. Dawn Feather Eagle. I just had some really good experiences with that card. But there's no other white here, so that makes me kind of suspect. Scrounging Bandar and Monstrous Onslaught mean that green is not getting played, so we might have made the wrong choice there. And just, really hard to decide there. Maybe a green-black type counters matter deck. There's another implement too. Let's go with the Monstrous Onslaught. And then go to green. Oh no, there's a Thopter Rest. Oh, guys. There's no other strong green here. Unbridled Growth is fine in white-green. But if we're going white-green, Thopter Rest is just better. Yeah, we'll go with Thopter Rest. Aether Herd is great. The Renegade map allows us to play 3 colors if we are playing 3. But blue's, still... Maybe we can get the Aether Thief and maybe go like a white-blue Fliers. Have that guy play defense for us. Onslaught would be horrible in that deck. But maybe we go that way. Let's try it. I've never done a white-blue Fliers. My favorite card in the set, Tezzeret's Touch. Not going to work for us in this set. Aether Chaser is a great red card, but we're going to take the Swooper here. Sticking with our white-blue plan, Bastion Inventor's fine if you have a lot of, improvise enablers. Decommission's also all around a good card. Amazing sideboard card, but you can main deck one of them. I'm going to play the Bastion Inventor in case we do get a bunch of artifacts. At Night Market Guard, we will, of course, take the shiny one. So I think this is made all the way back around. This is our first pack. So of course the Shock and the Chandra's Revolution are gone. It's between the Implement and the Automaton for me. I think we'll go with the Implement, because the Automaton doesn't really fit into our deck idea. We'll go with the Garrison here. Better on defense. And I don't want any of these, so I'll take the foil land just for fun. Take the Implement of Improvement, the Foundry Assembler, 4th Bridge Prowler, and a land. Hopefully we get some better stuff, because I'm really not liking this deck so far. Kind of wish I would have taken the Dawn Feather Eagle earlier on in the pack. Was that my... I can't remember what that was for. Alright, so a couple options here. Aerial Modification, that fits into our Fliers deck idea, but not very well. Maverick Thopterist, we could splash red just for one, because that card is just super, super powerful. We also have an Aether Swooper and a Renegade map. Swooper's just really good, especially if we can get some extra energy generation. But so is the Thopterist. I'm going to try the Thopterist. That is actually pretty nice for us, because now we have Renegade Wheelsmith that we could take, or an Audacious Infiltrator. Those are definitely the 2 picks here. Peace Walker Colossus, I just don't like. I like Iron Tread Crusher better, to be honest. 4 for a crew of 3, 6/6. The other ability is pretty useless, even if you're warning white. The 3/2 for 3, that's harder to play, or the Audacious Infiltrator, and just go pretty fast beat down. I feel like playing 3 colors, so we're going to go with the Wheelsmith. So Renegade map is great if we're doing 3 colors. Decommission and Welder Automaton are other options, but no, it's going to be the Renegade map. Baral's just not good at all unlimited, especially not in our deck, because we don't have any instants or sorceries. So Renegade map, here we go. This pack is not very nice to us. We do get another bear. We could Renegade map to get another servo, or maybe Implement if we end up still running that. That's really our only option here. I mean, we could take another Implement, but that's not going to happen. Not a lot of blue, to be honest. Moray is a really good card. Great defense. Gives us energy. I think that's going to be our pick. Harpooner, it's just too hard to pull off. 2 conditions. You have to have Revolt, plus they have to have a tapped creature, the tapped creature that you want to kill. And it's only a 2/2 for 3, so that card just looks better than it actually is, in my opinion. It's a trap. So let's go with the Shipwreck Moray. So many implemented ferocities. But not much here either. We'll take another Shipwreck Moray. Like I just said, it is a great card. Gives us energy for our Aether Swooper. Just keep pumping out the servos there. Another Bastion Inventor. We've got a decent amount of artifacts, so it actually could be playable. Along with the Decommission. We're actually going to bring those into the main board. I think they can be playable. Let's see. Conviction's pretty good. Mobile Garrison, we already have one. Ice Over. We do need some more removal. That's yeah, let's go with the Ice Over. Definitely between Ice Over and Conviction, but Aerial Modification made it back to us. I, we'll take it. Oh, wow. That's great news. I think a lot of people really underestimate this card, Audacious Infiltrator. Such a powerful card, too, for a 3-1. Can't be chumped by servos. It's just got great beatdown potential. It can crew your, crew 3 stuff. Yeah, white is being severely underdrafted again. Death Dismissal, I still don't think it's really playable. And we don't have a decommission. Although Dismissal is a fine sideboard if they've got like a bunch of weak flyers that I can get rid of. So we'll take that one. Negate, this is just all filler. We're not playing any of this. Savage Scuttler is one I've always been kind of curious about. I have seen it played where, I can't remember what it was returning, but he kept returning an artifact that had a come into playability that was really nice. Like a Puzzle Knot or something like that. It was super annoying to deal with, but... Okay, so a foiled Apollo, that's pretty shiny and nice. Doubt she's worth anything, though. I'll just look it up for fun. Because I'll be honest, I'm doing this partially rare drafting, partially to win. But, yeah, not worth anything. 18.18. So our option here is Aerial Responder or Renegade Freighter. Aerial Responder fits more with our deck because it is a flyer. It's got lifelink. It can play defense. And we don't have, a ton of things to crew the freighter with because we're going to be playing a lot of defense with the Shipwreck Mores and such. We've got a lot of good choices here. Thriving Ibex and Glint Sleeve Artisan are all very good. But I think we're going to go with the Aerial Responder. It's really hard passing the freighter, but the Responder's such a good card. Here we've got a Sky Swirl Harrier and a Revoke Privileges. Definitely going to go with the Revoke. That card is just bonkers good. Basically, exile target creature. ID Trail Hawk is fine. Cogworker's Puzzle Knot is fine, but yeah, it's going to be that one. Gearsmith is really good if you're playing white-black. Not a lot for us here, though. Kind of unfortunate. Maybe we take an Eager Construct just early game. Help get us artifacts to play out our Bastion Inventors. Chandra's Pyrohelix. That might work too because we are splashing a little bit of red and it is some removal. We'll take it, and if we pull a Prophetic Prism, then we'll play it. So Furious Reprisal is a great card. We are playing red, but Longfin Skywhale is also great, and that fits with our white-blue Flyers deck. So we'll play the Skywhale, and at this point, I'm not entirely convinced we're going to be playing red. So we've got a Flyer in the Windrake. Nothing else is really playable. Prakata Pillar Bug is always really good in a black deck. Veteran Motorist. No, we're not going to be playing red, so we'll take the goggles here. Nothing playable at all. So we'll take the foil, nice and shiny. We've got a good amount of creatures. At this point, we have 16 openings plus a renegade map, and I think that's what we were going to run. 7, 7, 2. 2 being the mountains, 7 of each of the lands. Don't really need any combat tricks, so I think I'm going to take the Peafowl. Oh, the Ibex came back. That's a good defensive card. Alternatively, we could take the Inventor's Fair or the Decoction Module, but I think we'll take the Ibex. Sky Swirl Harrier came back. It was just nowhere near as good as Dawn Feather Eagle, though. I think we'll take actually the Puzzle Knot. Help feed our Bastion Inventors. Give us some chump blockers. We're just looking for filler at this point. I think we're going to cut the Wheelsmith and just run the Thopterist. Sure. Sure. Yep. 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 Yeah, for consistency's sake, I mean, I know splashing red with the Renegade map is completely possible, but I don't think I want to do it today. Just flat out white-blue. It's pretty aggressive. I think we're going to take out the Implement of Improvement and put in the Deft Dismissal. I think that's how we're going to run it. Yep. No, that's not right. The Peafowl. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Evenly split. We've got a double blue, we've got a double white, but nothing else super hard to cast. Metallic Mimic. Can name Dwarf, it can name Artificer. It can name Eel, no, fish, I guess. It should be an eel. Why is it a fish? Goat, whale, lots of animals here. We might not even play that one. Can also name Servo. That might be the best thing, because we'll be making a decent amount of servos. Okay. That's how we're going to run it.